And it's looking like we're live. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Convo.
I'm Jaleesa.
And welcome back to another episode of We Need to Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the We Need to Talk show. And as always, to my left, we got my beautiful wife, Jaleesa. Please give it up for her one time.
Hey, everybody.
For the one time. And of course, to her right, who we got to your right, baby?
What's up? My handsome man.
That's me?
That's you.
Give it up for me being handsome one time. For the one time. And as y'all can see, back here on one of our lovely screens, man, I got my brother from another family. You understand what I'm saying? My boy Keith here in the building. Give it up for him one time. For the one time. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good. What's up, man?
Nothing much, bro. I'm loving the background. What you got back there? You got some Marvel drawings and all that going on with you. You in the cave right now?
Yeah. This is the man cave. The bat cave.
Man, the man cave is always a dream, bro. I'll try. This is my man cave right here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate.
That's a nice man cave.
Yeah, shout out to Jaleesa for allowing me to have this dope ass man cave. You know what I'm saying? Get some good little work done. Go. You know what I'm saying? My boy Keith, man. I met my boy when I was in the military. You know what I'm saying? We became brothers in arms, and then we parted ways in the military, and now we brothers at heart, you know what I'm saying? And connection and the love and the friendship has been consistent since 2008. And I can say that this is really a true friend of mine. And I'm blessed, I'm happy that I get to get you on the show, get you part of the movement. And hopefully we hear more, you know what I'm saying, from my boy Keith, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all a quick story about him right quick. And you about to get mad at me, bro, because I kind of gave one of your secrets up to one of my associates at work, right? So when we were younger, we was young soldiers, we was young privates at the time in the Army, and me and Jaleesa, we used to always take like little walks to their house, or we'll get in the car and just go over there and stuff like that and chill. That was our second home away from home or whatever. And one day, bro, he was like, "Yo, I'm cooking." I said, "What? You cooking? Ew." I said, "Cooking what?" I'm gonna make some pork chops and some mashed potatoes or whatever, right? So I was like, "What? All right, bet. Say no more." We go over there, we chilling, we having a good time, laughing, joking, playing the game and all that. This nigga went into the kitchen and started cooking. Now, I kind of creeped up on him and snooped in because I'm like, "Yo, this thing know what he doing or whatever." But he comfortable in there, just all you see is the back of his shirt moving, is just waving. He in there whipping something up. So I look in. This dude is putting a secret ingredient. I ain't gonna tell the world, but I did tell one of my associates.
I want to say, don't tell.
I ain't gonna say the secret. I ain't gonna say the secret. He put a secret ingredient into the mashed potatoes. This isn't some Idaho packaged potatoes. These are real potatoes that he mashed himself, and you know what I'm saying, got it rocking. And when I seen him put this secret ingredient into the mashed potatoes, I said, "Bro, there's no way I'm eating that shit." He said, "Yo, bro, trust me, it's going to be the best mashed potatoes you ever had in your life. Don't think about what I just put in there. Just have a taste." He said, "You know what?" Niggas just started mixing. He said, "Here, take some." I said, "First one, take some, bro. Taste it, bro." Tasted the mashed potatoes. I ain't never want a regular thing of mashed potatoes again, baby. That's the best mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life. And to this day, bro, if I ever make mashed potatoes, I'd always put that secret ingredient in there, bro. And it works. It ain't come out as fire. It don't come out as fire as yours, because you know the exact proportions and how to really get it. Bro, my boy's a chef. After that day, I knew he could cook. And what's crazy is he came out the military and pursued his career as a chef. Let's give it up for Chef Keith in the building. One time. For the one time, chasing his dreams, man. And we always support that over here. We support people chasing their dreams and getting stuff rocking. And I believe in them. You know what I'm saying? Because of the mashed potatoes. I don't give a fuck if you don't cook nothing else, nigga. You can cook mashed potatoes.
Just because of the mashed potatoes.
For real. But what's up, baby? How you feeling over there to the left?
I'm good.
Over there cracking up.
How you doing tonight?
I'm chilling, man. I'm sipping on a little bit of Ciroc and Minute Maid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it go. But yo, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all know from the last episode that we shot, me and Jaleesa is on vacation. And we are enjoying our time together. You know what I'm saying? We do advise all of our listeners, if you have a 9 to 5, a 9 to 9, a 8 to 4, whatever you got, take some time for family. Take some time for you. Take some time for family. Take some time away from the job. You know what I'm saying? The job is going to be there. Go ahead and put in that PTO. You're earning it every paycheck for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and take that time off. I'm enjoying myself with my wife. We done seen movies and ate out. We done got drunk watching the freaking versus battles, dancing in the living room. We dancing for like 2-3 hours, bro. Kids got school in the morning. We ain't care. You know, fuck them kids. Not let me stop. But yeah, we have fun. We have fun. So, bro, to turn it over to you, you have kids, correct?
Yes, sir. You know that.
You have kids. I know that. I'm just, we just trying to broaden it up for the people that's listening so they can get a better understanding of where we come from. So we coming from a place of parenthood, right? Because everybody knows that me and Jaleesa's parents of 3. You know what I'm saying? You got your own teenagers of your own on your side of the world. I know for a fact that we were both young fathers, right? Now, us being grown-ass men, you know what I'm saying? What has your experience been like being a father to these, millennials? That's what they are? What are they? Gen Z? Gen Z, to these Gen Z children. What has your experience been like? Overall.
It's a learning experience. It's like, it evolved. So, from the first time you have kids, it's like you hit that like scared phase, especially as being young.
Right.
And you don't know what to do. You don't know what to expect. You just trying to think of what's the best thing that I can do right now.
Right.
So, going down the line, as years progress, you have different phases. So, I think the easiest phase that we kind of forget was the easiest is like that toddler phase. People say terrible twos. I'm like, nah, that wasn't terrible. Wait till they get to be teenagers. Terrible teenagers. That's what
terrible teenagers. Nah, that's a fact.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Then they start, developing a mind of their own, opinions of their own, which is great. That's what you want them to do. But then it's like they don't have a real good knowledge of what's really going on around them, especially with like social media and stuff like that. Everything is fake. Everything's a fairy tale now, and sometimes you got to bring them to reality.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think I'm doing an all right job. My kids, I keep them active, making sure they're doing things, staying involved in their school, stuff like that. So
that's what's up. And that's super powerful, man, especially for young parents like us to stay involved with what they do outside of the house. You know what I'm saying? Because inside the house, of course they're going to be the best that they could be around you. But when they leave, what kind of person are they out there? You know what I'm saying? So right. I think a lot of that molding does start in the crib. And I think that for one, any child that's blessed to have 2 parents in the household, it's a blessing, bro. I think that that is the best way to raise a child. It don't have to be 2 parents in the household, but just 2 parents, period. Because there's a such thing as co-parenting, where, the 2 parents just didn't work out as a relationship. They live in different homes, but both parents are just as active in the kid's life as possible. And I think that's super strong. And I think that we need more fathers out here. You know what I'm saying? More stand-up fathers like me and my boy Keith, you know what I'm saying, to be that role model from a male standpoint. How powerful do you think the influence of a man is to a child, a father figure to a child? How important you think it is?
It's very important. I do think after a certain age, the dad has to become more involved in the growth and development of children. Mm-hmm. It's like at the baby stage, you can hold them and stuff like that, but it's more of an impact as they get older, like that 5, 6, and they start playing. And those are my memories from with my dad, being young and always playing,
right,
and having fun. But then he also taught us little things like I don't know, being kind and courteous and considerate of other people, things like that.
Did he instill any like discipline? Like y'all knew, like, I bet, look, daddy gonna wild out if he find out I'm doing this or whatever the case may be. Let me just walk it straight and narrow. Did he have like kind of that impact a little bit on some of the decision making as a child?
Oh yeah, he used to have this belt that would hang on the back of the door. Just the thought of hearing that belt is like, okay, you gotta act right.
Yo, let me take it back a little bit in my childhood growing up. So I heard, you know what I'm saying, I didn't have a dad in the household or whatever the case may be. For the most part, I was raised by my mom, single mom or whatever. And I've witnessed like one of my friends get his ass beat by their pops, right? The ass whooping wasn't that bad, bro. Like, honestly, like, pops wasn't fucking him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? But every time, like, either me or one of my friends get an ass whooping from the Mom Dukes fucks you up, bro. She gets that extension cord, she get a spatula, she get a wooden spoon, a hand if she got to, bro, and she's fucking you up with whatever she, you know what I'm saying? The beatings was a little different. So honestly, I think if I was in a 2-parent household, I would fear the discipline from the father, but I would fear the consequences from the mother a lot more. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the consequence going to be a bad ass whipping. Like, she's going to wild out. And I think she's going to overcompensate because I'm a boy, so she's going to try to hit harder. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Was that mom, was she a single mom?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
Like you said, overcompensating.
Yeah, overcompensating. Yeah, for the lack of that male authority. But the reason why I'm bringing up this whole, fathers and, you know what I'm saying, the importance of that and the effect that they can have or whatever is because, as you guys can see in the title, Brittany Renner has just once again made a fool of herself. She made a fool of herself in a room full of men. Most of that she never met before, don't know anything about. And I feel like, I know everyone has seen the clips, you've seen the highlights and everything, the viral moments. I think she put herself in a very dangerous position. I think that if she was filled in a room full of guys with a different attitude, slightly different towards women, I think that could have got violent and like really like dangerous for her for the way that she acted. Keith, growing up, where did you grow up at?
So I grew up in New York, and then after 9/11, we moved to Columbus, Ohio, and then I spent a large portion of my life in Ohio before I went to the military. Okay. And then after that, I was kind of everywhere. I went back to Ohio. Now I'm in Texas, but I guess if you were looking at my teenage years, I would go with more so Ohio.
Okay.
If you want to get my take on that.
And it was like you was basically raised by Mom Dukes?
So my dad, growing up, he was locked up like for the first maybe like 6 or 7 years of my life. Then when he got out of prison, we was together for a while, and pretty much I was about maybe 16 when he got locked up again. So he was in my life heavy when probably from the age of 7 on to 16.
7 to 16. Okay, cool. So that's a decent portion of your life. So let me ask you this question, bro. Growing up, have you ever heard like anything along the terms of don't hit girls, or if she hits you, don't hit her back?
Yeah, growing up, you've always heard. I think most decent households are always going to tell their, the men of their family, oh, don't put your hands on women. For the most part, I think. Right. If you have a family full of women and some men, it's always going to be that. So, yeah, I've heard that. But then you always see other things, and in situations, and it's like there's never like a, what is the word? Like there's never a right time to express, like when someone is going through something and you're a kid and you see something, you don't know how to take it. You're like, what the hell just happened? You don't know the
ins and outs. You just seeing stuff from the outside.
Someone do something like that.
Right. Correct. So I'm gonna ask Jaleesa this question because she's the only female we got on the panel. So with you being raised, I know you had a mother and a father in the household. Was you ever taught to not hit boys?
Not specifically. Always keep your hands to yourself.
So that was just people, period.
Yeah.
So it was never specified, especially a boy. Like, you definitely don't put your hands on no boy. Mm-hmm. Never. And I think that would be a powerful lesson for our females to learn. Keep your hands to yourself, but definitely keep your hands off some dude, because most likely he's going to be able to beat your ass. And if he's in the right mindset, he's going to beat your ass. Or if his parents didn't raise him to just suppress himself against female violence or disrespect or whatever, he might lash out. So how I teach my girls, you keep your hands off of people, but you definitely ain't gonna put your hands on no boy and expect great outcomes from it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think that they need to know how important it is to make sure that you keep yourself in the safest position possible. Of course, keep your hands to yourself from everybody, but especially dudes, because most dudes are going to be able to overpower you. How you feel about that, bro?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think a lot of women now, I mean, they think, I'm not saying that they think it's okay, but because a lot of people are taught, you're a man, you don't put your hands on women, they think when they get emotional that it's okay. You know what I mean? And then they just do it because they think, he's not going to put his hands on me. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. So no consequences.
Like, that's what you're not supposed to do.
Right. Yeah. They don't think that there's any consequence. So that ties in to what I think that was really going through Brittany Renner's head and even the guys around her when she was in there lashing out. Now let me give y'all just a little breakdown of how this podcasting thing goes. I don't have the best setup in the world, even though some may tell me that, right? But this equipment is not cheap, okay? Per microphone, you could easily spend $1,000, easily, because it's not just a microphone. You got to get cables, quality cables. You got to get something called a cloud lifter. You have to get something called an interface, and you got to get all of these wires that wires into these nice, expensive computers that can take the amount of information that's going in and out. You got to pay for lights. I have over $1,500 of lights in here alone. You got to pay for the prettiness. Everything you see here, you have to pay money for out of your pocket, right? I'll be damned if I have a panelist that chooses to have a temper tantrum as a grown-ass man or woman, and I don't stand up and defend my investment. This is an investment. You understand what I'm saying? The world watched Brittany Renner stand up, whether she was drunk, high, or whatever the fuck she was, and she poured water all over those guys' equipment in there. Reckless abandon. Didn't give a damn about nothing. Just poured it. Off of impulse. Like, she's okay to do this. All right, I'm going to pour this on this, but these guys ain't going to hit me. I'm a woman. They're men. They ain't going to put their hands on me. There's going to be no repercussion for this. So let me wild out and destroy these guys' investment. Let me break their shit because I had to have a baby that ripped my pussy up. So let me destroy these guys that invited me on their platform, paid me to be on their platform. You know what I'm saying? Probably flew her out or whatever the case, probably paid for a hotel stay and all of that. Let me go ahead and destroy their shit for a reason that wasn't even warranted. Nobody put their hands on her. Nobody said anything disrespectful. Nobody violated. She did it because she was comfortable. I'm going to play a little clip from the Breakfast Club that's going to kind of go over what happened in this situation. Shout outs to the Breakfast Club. I miss you guys, man, like a lot. I miss hearing and seeing you guys on my TV. But we're going to go over to a clip right quick. We're going to come right back. I just want us to see this right quick. And I want y'all to pay attention to what Just Hilarious says about this whole situation.
Was on a rant at Shannon Briggs and throws a bottle in the interview with the Danza Project. So she went on this podcast. She did this podcast. Her and Charleston White were the guests. And she was telling them about when she was having a baby and that her vagina had split. And they wouldn't let her talk. Yeah, they you know, that's what happens when you have babies. You know, sometimes, depending on the size of the baby or the size of your vagina, it may split and you have to get stitches and all of that stuff. Right. And they wasn't letting her talk. They kept cutting her off and all that type of stuff. And then they were laughing at some parts. And so she got belligerent. She started, you know, wilding out or whatever. But I did notice that she gave Charleston White a lap dance twice. And then she threw water. Well, here's some of the audio that she was saying. She was getting pretty upset.
Had a second-degree tear. Do you know what that means?
You just taught us. Ripped.
What is it?
Ripped.
Thank you, Charleston.
Ripped open.
Ripped.
Wait a minute.
A ripped fucking vagina. I don't even true love.
Hello. I heard her say that, but you know
said
we
it
be
100 fucking times.
Jesus. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Now listen.
Listen to what I fucking say. Shut the fuck up when a real is talking.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay. Get
Shut
the
the
room.
fuck up.
Take the room.
Shut up.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm a real fucking bitch. You hear what I'm saying?
Were they drinking or something?
I'm not gonna say they were drinking. She had something. Obviously more
Allegedly.
than drinks. Yeah, allegedly. More than drinks, obviously. Drinks still don't even make you act like that. And then I've never seen Brittany Renner act this way. I've heard her like tell stories about certain, you know, when she gets, you know, drunk or whatever, but like she's never acted this way like in public. I mean, you know, and it's been publicized. But yeah, like she straddled Charleston White twice.
But then
gave him a lap dance.
She went from wilding out to lap dancing?
Yeah, and then she called Charleston White a real igga. Yeah.
Do we think that
with the hard ER? Yeah.
Do we think the trauma from that moment when she probably was thinking about all the pain she went through in birth came back, and the fact that they was laughing, she probably didn't like that?
And then also I think it was that too. But also, why would you put them two guests together? I don't think that. What does Charleston White have to do with Brittany Renner? I think she was obviously triggered by just it being. It was male dominant. It was three guys who actually didn't really give a hell about what she was saying about anything.
Yeah, that's not the conversation for that podcast.
And then it went too long. It went way too long. You know, you want to talk about that? You go on a podcast where women will actually care about it and they can relate to it.
Did they ask her about it? Did they say, "Hey, how was your birth and your vagina," or did she just start talking about it?
No. They didn't say that. But they was talking about, you know, PJ. What, you know, that's her baby daddy, and I guess that she went into what happened when she was giving birth to their child.
Okay.
But either way, yeah, it was disrespectful on both ends, and I felt like it shouldn't have went that long. But that's what happened when you don't have representation with you, or when you know what I'm saying.
Women in the room, yeah.
Yeah, it's just and
because
she was
ripped
by
vaginas
herself.
are not a laughing matter.
No, it's not. And she was by herself. By herself. So that's crazy. All right. Eli Apple.
All right. So that's that. What they say, baby? That's that on that. You know what I'm saying? That's a small synopsis of what transpired at the studio that day. Let me see if I could get this back to full screen. So, babe, how what's your take on that? Like, how you feeling about that?
Yeah, I think they got what they paid for. Because if you really think about it, and during the beginning, she wasn't like that. Then they kept talking about, oh, you quiet. I don't know. She took some more or did something to make her like loosen up a little bit more so she could get more vocal. Because it kind of like a split, like out of nowhere, she just started spazzing out. I don't know.
That's real. So, as far as her actions towards everything,
she definitely shouldn't have threw water at that guy, or she threw water at two people. She was just throwing water. She shouldn't have did that at all. And go by herself. That's where she first messed up. You shouldn't go by yourself at all. For what? You need somebody with you.
right? Hey, bro, I'm hearing the feedback from your end. I don't know if you just turned the thing up too loud or something. Not sure.
Nah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It was just a little staticky. I was wondering if you'd like. Can you hear the static, baby? You don't hear that right there?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So I don't know, after you came off mute, it kind of came. Pause. So I don't know if you should
All
like
right.
turn something. All right, that's good.
What about now?
That's good. That's great. That's great. Terrific. All right.
So it's not.
Yeah, you good now. You good.
All right.
So, as far as the behavior, I'm sorry, babe. I want to get back on
Yeah.
that. So go ahead.
Her behavior was
It wasn't warranted.
no, it wasn't. She really went to the extreme, but I think it's because of something that the drinking or whatever. I don't think she wouldn't normally be that way because she wasn't like that before. And they were talking about some touchy points at that point too, earlier. Yeah, that was wrong for her. And then she was doing all that screaming and it was just too much.
But what about the thought shit? What about the whole shit she did? Room full of men that she don't know. This is a mother, right? Room full of men that she don't know. Got that short ass skirt on, popping that ass on a known married man, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but I guess it don't matter. He already said that he already got 2 Johns or whatever.
Exactly.
But that's probably his 2 John situation. And probably, he don't need a third. You know what I'm saying? He ain't asked for a third. What about the whole activity that she displayed when she got quote unquote loose? Mm-hmm. You think if there's no hoe in you, that a hoe is created in you when you get drunk?
No.
No, right? So I feel like this. The hoe is in her. The alcohol or whatever she was drinking or smoking or whatever was a great excuse for that hoe to come out. I'm gonna touch more on that, but I want to see what my boy Keith feels about this whole situation. Bring it full circle, bro. You one of the guys in there. This is your podcast, right? This girl's flipping out. And I'm gonna point out to you too, because what's her name? Just Hilarious. She disappointed me bad. She disappointed me real bad with how she said things. She said that, they were being disrespectful and cutting her off. If I was to run this clip back, nobody cut her off. What happened was she said, "Do you guys know what a 3rd-degree tear is?" And somebody said, "I don't know. Tell me." Something along that lines. And she said, hello, you know what a fucking 3rd-degree. Like she's wilding because someone tried to answer her question, which is a poor excuse to act childish like that. But anyway, bro, you're one of those guys in there. How do you handle that? How do you feel? And how do you handle that situation?
But to be honest, it was kind of annoying. I don't know how I would handle something like that. I'm just a like looker looking in, but like I seen like some clips and stuff like that, like with like video. They put a little bit more like description on it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I think she was she was probably a little too drunk. There's no excuse for why she acted like that, but definitely she was drunk or something. You know what I mean? Right. And then they was talking about PJ. They're talking about his new deal. Mm-hmm. Talking about how much he was gonna make or whatever. And then that's when she first started. From the clips I seen. Yeah. So after they brought that up, that's when she started to like, well, my baby did a tear and all that. Y'all know what that is? And she kept running that back. In my mind, I'm like, why does that even matter?
Right.
When they're asking about, her ex dude's contract or whatever. I'm like, I don't understand how those two correlate. But I get it because of their history and what's out there in the public. So I'm thinking she's low key probably tight. You know what I mean? Upset about something in that situation, which allowed her to kind of get the ball rolling, and she was already tipsy.
So I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down, bro. I'm gonna break it down, and I'm gonna tell you why she acted that way. First of all, the woman is an actress. Okay, there's no secret to it that she is super, like, sexual in her whole aura, right? But like I used to tell Jaleesa back in the days, no hoe wants to admit that they're a hoe, except for the girls nowadays. These girls nowadays are proud to be hoes, right?
I was about to say, they be going hard.
Yeah, but Brittany Renner is like in our generation. Those bitches, they don't like to admit that they're a hoe, right? Or they have hoe tendencies, right? They like to keep that shit in the closet, but you can't hide it, right? So boom. This is what she's doing. The whole world was mad at her because, yes, she did trap PJ while she trapped him, bro. She one of the baddest girls on the internet, right? She's been talking about trapping men, trapping NBA players, NFL players, how to trap them. Get pregnant, girl. This, that, and the third. Woo, woo, woo. Get that check. She been preaching this before she was fucking with him, right? She starts fucking with him. The dude gets rich or whatever, has a nice deal. She starts fucking with him. Gets pregnant. Bro, I can promise you, this is not the first time Brittany Renner has been pregnant. You understand what I'm saying? She gets pregnant by this young, rich athlete with a bright future. She decides to keep the baby. Not because of their relationship, bro, because of the bag. That is going to potentially be hers because of his name, okay? The reason why she got upset when those guys at the Danger Project, they said, yo, he just got a really big contract. I think it's like 40-something $million for 3 years. Crazy,
like
right?
To 50.
Yeah, like 48 million. So they bring that up. That triggers something in her because her whole thing is this whole thing, even from when she was talking to Kevin Samuels, may he rest in peace. Her whole thing is this. I don't know why you guys hate me, why the world hates me and thinking I'm some type of hoe. I just want love. I loved that man. This, that, and the third. I had his child. I love him. I love him. I love him. It was a relationship. I was not trying to trap him. When the whole world knows, bruh, that's bullshit. She knew what she was doing. She knows what she is doing. That's why when the contract was brought up, and basically what they were saying was, look, this dude, he got a crazy amount of money and you don't get the benefit off of that like you would have wanted to. How do you feel about that? Basically, your trick didn't fall through. How does that make you feel? Then she went into the classic, making myself the victim. No, I'm happy for him and whatever he money brought comes his way. Then she squints and shit like it made her throw up and her titty just got smaller. Then she was like, but what about me? You know, I got a 3rd-degree tear. Why did she mention that? She mentioned that not because that she, like she said, she loves the baby. That wasn't for that. She was trying to paint the picture as I had a baby for this man because I love him. That's why I had the baby. I had his child so that he can cherish it and love it and this, that, and third. So I went through a 3rd-degree tear for him so that he could have a child that he loves. That's what that was all about, because she's trying to paint the narrative that she was in love with this dude and this was supposed to be a whole situation. It had nothing to do with money. That's why earlier, me and Jaleesa watched the podcast live. That's why earlier, and then she was like, oh, you guys think that I can be bought. Bitch, yes, you can be bought. You can be bought. Your whole situation is about money. When you go on Instagram telling these girls to get pregnant by athletes, why rich people? Why are you not telling them to get pregnant with a dude that work at Walmart? It's all about money. It's a come up. It's all about the bread, bro. We got this girl on TikTok that's one of the biggest TikTokers right now. What she does is she exploits her experience being a mother. That's all she does. And she says she got pregnant by some dude in Houston or some shit like that. And all she does is it has a ring light and a camera all day long in front of this little infant baby, bro, touching irons and all that, just for publicity. These girls are having babies just for clout and money. It's not a loving relationship no more. Why you think that is such of a big deal for them? Oh, when I have a kid, how come the man could just go, I got to be stuck with this child? A woman that loves her fucking kids never feels stuck with their child. They love that child. How are you going to say you're stuck with something you love? That's like saying I'm stuck with my wife. What? I enjoy being a married man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be stuck with a job that I don't like. That's some shit I'm stuck with. But if I love doing it, I'm not stuck with this shit. This is what I want to do. These girls ain't having kids out here because they love them, bro. They doing it for clout and money. And that's all she was doing. And that's what made her spaz out, because she wanted to play a victim. I got a 3rd-degree tear or 2nd-degree tear in my pussy. It's no longer lookable or tight as it used to be or whatever the case may be, my nigga. And she wanted to put herself in a victim spot. That's it. That's all that was, bro. She's not slick. I've met plenty of people like her that's manipulative just like that, bro. She's not slick. I know exactly what she was trying to do. All that whole rant, it was because she wanted to sway the energy away from, bitch, you lost $48 million and you don't get none of what you thought you was going to get of that. She got tight. She had to move the goalposts. She just took a very dramatic step at moving the goalposts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, because that was wild to me. I was like, I don't even understand why you like you lost me when you was like, oh, the tear out. Who cares? I don't care about what happened.
It's so that the guys could have said, oh, for real? Damn, yo. Nah, man. PJ, you fucked up, bro. She done went through a second degree tear for you and you not with her, bro. That's what she wanted them dudes in here to say. But isn't they laughing at her, bro? They was laughing because, bitch, you tried it.
That's weird. I don't know.
She said that too because I think that
saying that is gonna get sympathy. I would think saying that in front of a whole bunch of men is gonna be like, ew, not a sympathy thing.
You don't think so? Mm-mm. You don't think that if I went to a podcast and told them my war story, my leg done got blown up or something like that, you don't think that's gonna ensue some type of sympathy?
Yeah.
Right.
But men in delivery, it's just nasty. Like men, I would think that would be something that a guy would have sympathy for. They'll just be like, ew.
Because what's a guy's dream, right? When it comes to a woman, a ride or die, right? A woman that's gonna do whatever, she's gonna have my kid, she's gonna be down with me or whatever. Mm-hmm. The fact that she's saying, yo, I got a second degree tear for him, is painting a picture. I was down for you. I messed up my pussy, my cute little pussy that I had, that I've flown all over Instagram for you. Mm-hmm. I'm down for you. And you leave me? That's the victim narrative that she was trying to paint. Not the fact that, it is nasty when guys do think about it. Because this shit, didn't we Googled it right on site? Me and Jaleesa watched this joint live, ladies and gentlemen. We watched the show live. We was like, this crazy. We trying to pull our phone out to capture the footage. We wanted to be the first people with it, but people was on it. But they had took it down by then. But it was all so that people could feel sorry for her, to move the goalposts so that she can be the woman in power or whatever the case may be. Now, I want to talk about something else because we are fathers of daughters. Am I not right?
That's right.
Right. We are fathers of daughters. Bro, let's imagine that was one of our daughters up there, right? Dressed the way she was dressed. Not saying that Brittany had the most cleavage, titties out, whatever the case may be, but the girl knows she got that round booty on her, right? She's an athlete. She has an athletic body with a booty on her. That's her whole brand, right? Would it be proud? Would it be a proud moment for you to sit and witness like her dressing like that in front of a whole bunch of dudes? And then making her ass pop and twerking on some fucking stranger?
Nah, bro, I'd be embarrassed. If that's my daughter and I'm watching her do all that online, I would be embarrassed. I mean, as far as what she was wearing, I don't think it was like too revealing, but it's very skin tight. But if she held herself and more respectable, then that probably wouldn't even be in question, right? Because I feel like she is a grown woman, so you really, I mean, technically you can't really tell a grown woman what to wear,
right? Per
se, within reason,
right?
So, like I said, I don't think she was showing a lot of cleavage. So if she held herself respectably and didn't do all that crazy shit, you probably wouldn't even be talking about it.
You're right,
you know what I mean?
though.
But when you see her like twerking and doing all that shit, and then it's like, okay, she looks like this, she's acting like this. You put it all together. You know what I mean? It's all about context. You know what I mean? Too, at the end of the day.
That's real.
You're right, because in the beginning of the show, he was like, "Oh, that outfit's not that bad."
It wasn't until she started twerking at that. I'm like, it's raising up.
That outfit.
Yeah, because it was raising up. Like she couldn't even bend over. She was bending over in front of Charleston, and she couldn't bend over without it rising over her ass cheeks. That's what I'm saying.
Then
it was
started revealing with her legs and shit.
Yeah,
you know
bro. Like, and she had her legs all open, like seeing her panties. Like that's just unladylike. But what you do, you go all over this internet that we pay so much attention to, and you paint the narrative that you guys are tripping. I'm not a hoe. I just be talking like that. I want love. I want genuine love. So my question is this to any lady out there that carries themselves like a Sukiana, like a Sexy Red, like a Brittany Renner, like a Meg Thee Stallion, like a Cardi B, like a Nicki Minaj, which only the two of those girls got married, but even they got great. But anyway, you carry yourself like that. What do you expect a man to see in you? If you lead with sexuality, if you lead with, I'm going to look like the perfect sex toy, what do you think these guys are going to want from you? You think they're going to want a warm-hearted conversation? Or are they going to want what you're presenting? That's like me going outside with a poster that says, I sell cheeseburgers. But my merchandise is really car tinting. I do window tinting. But my whole outfit says all these types of cheeseburgers you can have in different sauce. When motherfuckers come to talk to me and want to buy something from me as a businessman, they're going to want a fucking burger. They're not going to even know I have window tint. And how stupid am I going to look at them? Facts. How stupid am I going to look to them when I be like, nah, bro, I don't fucking sell burgers. How would you judge me just because of what I got on? I'm a window tinter. It doesn't make sense. Ladies, if you want a relationship, you want to be respected, you have to carry yourself in a respectful manner. Period. You get what you put out there for. How do you feel about that, Jaleesa?
You know how I feel about that.
Right, I do. I know. But, we're on the show.
I mean, there is going too far. Mm-hmm. I do believe in that, but I also don't think people should be judged by how they wear, because if that's the case, then any dude out there with a hoodie on deserves to get shot because you look that way, which is not fair.
True that. Shout out to you for that. But I'm going to add a little caveat to that too. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I know that wearing hoodies may make me look like a hoodlum, right? But am I wearing that hoodie to a job offering and expecting to get a job? Those guys that be wearing hoodies in a certain manner, they know the image they put off. They know it. Come on. Nobody's stupid. These guys ain't dumb. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you walking with a hoodie on, you look like you about to be shiesty and shice something, nigga, you going to get the shiesty energy from the gangsters in the town.
You think Trayvon Martin thought that?
See, Trayvon Martin was different because it was raining and he had to have his hoodie on. And no, I don't think that he was thinking that. I don't think that Trayvon was
I don't think
carrying
every
himself
dude
that way.
wears a hoodie's thinking I'm looking like a hoodlum.
Nah, like I said, it depends on how you wear the hoodie and what types of hoodies you wearing. Mm. We gonna act like we from Brooklyn, bro, and we know what a tough looking hoodie looks like. A nigga wearing a hoodie that's on demon time versus a guy that's just wearing a nice little thin hoodie to go have a casual day at the bar, some shit like that. Those are two different types of hoodies. One might be as thin as a thermal. Nobody's gangster in a thermal hoodie, bro. Nobody's gangster in a hoodie with buttons on it. Nobody's gangster in that. The one pocket joints. You know what I'm saying?
If they just wearing one button up top and then the rest is loose, then it's a wrap.
Nah, nigga. The button putting you out. Once you got a button, it's over. But you know the hoodies that would insinuate, yo, look, I'm on some type of tough shit. You know it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about perception though too. Like,
but it's very important though.
It's like, okay, you kind of know if a dude's wearing a hoodie, right? And he's just wearing a hoodie and he's normal. But then you know that like if you see somebody like looking super shady, bro, like, and it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. and he's by himself.
Yeah.
He's like in your area where he ain't supposed to be. He's probably doing something shady.
Right.
But if you see a guy with a hoodie just walking down the street carrying a grocery bag or something,
right?
And what's suspicious about that?
Right.
So I think it goes back to the women too. Like, okay, so like we said with Brittany Renner wearing that at first it don't really look like that much. Mm-hmm. But then when you add context to what she's wearing, then you're like, oh, that's the whole uniform. You feel me? Like, okay. Because there's girls out there that they go out. It's fine to get sexy. It's fine to dress up. Okay. But now if your titties popping out every 5 minutes or you ain't got no panties on and you got your legs wide open for the club to see,
right?
Then there's a difference. you can still carry yourself classy and
That's
still
a
look
fact.
sexy.
That's a fact.
So it's like it's context.
Shout out to you for that. That is a 100% fact.
Yeah, but at that point, you're judging them off of their actions and not what they look like.
And is that not fair though? Do we not all judge? We are all judges. You judged me before I said something to you. You know what I'm saying? We all judge. Our first judge is our eyes. Before we hear you, we see you.
Yeah, that's our first line of communication is what we see.
Yeah.
So it's like we're always gonna judge as much as we think like, oh, we shouldn't judge somebody by the way they look. Nah, we always gonna judge someone.
Always
by the way.
We are.
That's
Right.
like it's just that's how you get a job. That's how you get into a relationship. That's how you even when you going into school or you trying to, you gotta dress the part.
Your
You know what I'm
social
saying?
life,
Because
facts.
we all know that we're gonna be judged by the way we look. That's automatic.
Right. And unfortunately, the way women look and carry themselves is way more important than what a man do. Because my
Yeah, 'cause
value,
y'all gonna get the wrong message.
yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
value, my value and who I am as a man doesn't really stand on my appearance. It stands on my accomplishments and where I'm at in life. A lot of times, a woman's beauty could be something that worked out great for her, or it could be to her detriment. You understand what I'm saying? There's plenty of girls, they use this analogy all the time, that the pretty girls get into the clubs for free. And the lesser appealing girls, they gotta pay. You understand what I'm saying? Because beauty is on the forefront, unfortunately, in this society for females. It's not really for men. So I can comfortably get up, put a hat on, put a wrinkled t-shirt on, and some shorts, and go straight to Walmart. Nothing else. Unfortunately, women cannot do that. They gotta do something with their hair. They gotta put some type of makeup or eyelash something
all that.
just to go to the store.
I just need matching socks. That's it.
You need those to match?
Yeah, that's my one thing, bro. I need matching socks.
Oh, that's some OCD shit. Yeah, my Jones are what? Mitch all the way match. What? Shit. Bro, that's my word. If I could go outside and get away with it with one purple and one white sock, bro, I will do it, bro. It doesn't. All it has to do is cover the feet. Now, what I do though, I won't wear like a low sock and a high sock. That's what I won't.
Nah, you look like
I
a
draw the
low
line
sock,
there.
high sock on Sundays.
Just on Sundays under the church wear.
But now you said something earlier though about the pretty girls get to the club and the ugly girls having to pay.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know that by the time they both get in there, they all drinking for free.
No, that's offending because somebody buying that drink. And who's that somebody buying them the drink, bro?
The dude that's judging them by the way they look.
Some dude. And you know what? Some of these niggas out here, they not even judging the look. They just, yo, do you still have a vagina? Oh, you do? You good enough for me for the night?
Yeah, facts. They don't care.
Because that's a question you might want to ask nowadays, nigga. Do you still have a vagina, ma'am? Do you still have one? What do you identify as? What are your pronouns?
No, but you know, some dudes they just be closeted, bro. They don't even care.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I feel like dudes go in there
for
like hoping or some shit, bro. Like, cause it's wild out there now. They don't care, bro. They wearing nail polish. They going wild.
Yo, this dude Drake with the black fingernails and the nail polish.
You stupid.
Motherfucker
I
had yellow
can't.
fingernail polish one
Yeah,
day. I'm like, what are you doing?
like he's such a big role model, bro. And it teaches our boys to be little bitches. Just like how Brittany Renner felt about that panel of men that night on the podcast. She felt that every nigga she was talking to disrespectfully, she felt they was a bitch. The only one she wound up respecting was the champ, that dude that was like, yo, bitch, I don't care who the fuck you are. And she wound up respecting him. She stopped getting disrespectful with him. She turned all her disrespect to the guys that was around her, that was showing her respect, and that one dude that she was cursing at first that didn't really say nothing back to her. She left the champ alone though, because she knew, oh yeah, I bet this nigga, he gonna give me some consequences. But these other soft niggas right here, nah, they good. They gonna let me rock because they turned on by my beauty. If they say anything to me, they probably somewhere in the back of their head think they got a chance with me. So they gonna let me get away with murder because I'm a bad bitch. Remember how she said it? She a bad bitch. I'm a bad bitch, right? I got clout. One of these niggas will love to fuck some of this, right? So they gonna let me get away with murder right now because they want to keep that chance alive. Look, I done injured they microphone. Ain't nobody called me out my name. Nobody balked at me. Nothing. I validated in here. I'm gonna keep validating. That's her mindset, bro. But this nigga back here, that big strong dude, nah, he don't really give a fuck about my. He done been around bad bitches before. He don't care how he gonna punch me in my shit. That's why she kept saying that. What you gonna do? Sock me in my shit? You gonna sock me? Cause you been socked before, bro. Somebody ran across her head.
She was saying that to the wrestler guy.
Yeah, the fighter.
Yeah.
So she was talking back to him.
At first. Then when he got to a point where he got tight and they had to take him out the room, when he came back, she started talking to the other dude. And she apologized to that dude. She was like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw the water at you. I meant it for the other dude. It's no disrespect towards you. Da-da-da-da. This, that, and the third. And then she gets up, starts twerking and doing all this other crazy shit. But bro.
Because I think she had hit him with something by accident at first.
Yeah,
right? She tried to throw it because she
yeah.
said some dude was laughing, right? Because I remember there was a part in the clip where she was like, he was laughing. I was trying to hit him or throw it at him, and she hit the boxer dude with it by accident. So that's why she was. So I feel like she was wrong, but I also feel like I want to watch the whole thing because I feel like the way they went wrong, where the men went wrong, was they was instigating it. They should have nipped it in the bud when they first seen her get riled up, or change the subject, or you know what I mean, or even play dumb and just act like they gave a fuck for 2 seconds about her tear and let her be dumb and emotional, and then moved on. But they was like egging and instigating her, and then it just made her feel like comfortable to act like that even further. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want you to watch the full joint because they really weren't, bro. They weren't. They let her speak.
So what was she talking about when she was like, "Oh, dude laughing"?
Here's the thing. A lot of it was behind the scenes. We couldn't really hear what those guys were saying. And she was talking a lot to them.
That one
not
dude,
the ones
that's the
that
one
was
that
on
I'm
the
talking
panel.
about.
Okay. So look, I'm going to break that.
And even before that, even without her, they were doing stuff. Like, even the guy was saying, like, they were having off conversations throughout the whole thing. So we don't know what those guys were saying.
Look, what's the definition of a bitch?
A spiteful woman.
A spiteful woman, right? We got these ladies walking around giving themselves the moniker of a real bitch, right? So she wanted everybody to shut up in the room while she was talking because she's a real bitch, right? She called herself a bitch, right? When one person said something, it wasn't disrespectful, it wasn't out of turn. She asked a question. And he attempted to give an answer and said, I don't know. Maybe you're about to... Shut up. Shut up while a real bitch talking. Da-da-da. Then she starts spazzing out. And then a guy in the background laughs. Then her attention goes to the guy in the background. You're fucking laughing? Da-da-da. Gets up, throws a closed water bottle at him. Whoop. It misses. Or hits him, one or the other, right?
No, I mean, it hit that boxer dude.
Hit the boxer dude, right? So boom. She gets back to it. A second-degree tear. Do you guys know what the fuck that is? Hello, listen. So niggas start laughing again like, yo, this bitch drunk, right? So that's when she throws the open bottle of water and it starts, you know what I'm saying? That's when the other commotion started. You understand what I'm saying? So nobody really ticked her off, bro. She was in her emotion. She was really tight, probably embarrassed at the fact that they brung her baby father up into it. And that's probably something that they should have talked about before the show. Like, yo, is there anything you don't want us to touch on? But her whole brand is being so fucking controversial that she probably said, I'm down to talk about whatever. But she really wasn't down to talk about that. Because she looked like she wasn't down to talk about that.
And she changed the subject.
Yeah.
And that time she changed the subject again.
Yeah.
She don't want to really talk about it.
Yeah, she didn't want to talk about that. But they should have had that conversation before. Like, what can we not talk about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, that shit happened.
Or what if she did tell him that and they still went there?
Then honestly, if that was the case, that they had the conversation before the show and she said, do not bring this man up, I do not want to talk about him today, and they still did it, then everything she did was warranted. I'm with her on that, if that was the conversation. Because that means they validated.
I don't think it was right, though.
No, it's not right.
It wasn't right, but you that's her fighting fire with fire. Because it's no way, bro. It's no way I'm going to go into a podcast, right? And I'm going to have a conversation with the host. Like, yo, look, Me and my baby moms, bro, we can't talk about her, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We going through court shit and all this. Like, let's just talk about everything else but that. We can talk about LGBTQ. We can talk about everything but that. And they bring that up, I'm wilding. Yo, this whole podcast can suck my dick.
I don't know. I still think you got to conduct yourself in a way like you can tell them like on camera, like, hey, we said we ain't gonna talk about that, and they shut it down right there like that. You know what I'm saying? So my thing with her is like, I don't think anything she did was right, but I also think that just they was letting it fly for the sake of content.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
There was.
She's a big name. You know what I mean? Everybody know who she is. You feel me? They know that this is about to get them views and all that, and they was gonna just let her do that because this gonna get them views. So I feel like, because if they was real serious, because they was looking like they try to hold themselves like men, right? So I'm like, as soon as you see the first inkling of like she about to flip out, she about to go crazy, control the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you got to do.
No,
So
that's a fact.
I don't think that she's right by any means. I don't care what the situation is, but I also think that they could have nipped it in the bud. Now, if they attempted to and she still went on doing that shit, then she was really wilding. But they didn't even look like they attempted to stop her in any way. They was just letting it roll.
There was some attempts.
There was some attempts, but
like,
it went over.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was way past when she already started wilding out.
Right. So, baby, I want to get to some of these chats. We got a few chats that just came in the room. Shout out to y'all one time for the chats. I'm going to attempt to look around. Let me get to this one here. All right, who we got first up in the building? We got. Come on. It's kind of hard to see this joint like this. All right. I gotta, baby, can you just move his like aim it down some? Please, baby. Look at her. Hey, shout out to my assistant producer, Jaleesa, in the building, man. Just fold it in some. Yep, perfect. You can still see us, bro?
Nah, I can't. All I see is the
all right, aim it up some, baby. That's good. That's good. You good right there?
Nah, I can't. I can't see y'all. All right, boom. I can see.
But I can't see the chats now. So hold on, I'm gonna just try to get to these.
Just put it down so you can read the chats. I'm good.
All right, bet. Put it down so we can read the chats right quick, baby. Oh, you was gonna off to the side. Okay. So we got my boy Prince Bishop in the building. Give it up for my boy Prince one time for the one time. He like, nah, say what you mean and mean what you say. If you promote thotting, to me, you a fucking thot. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? She don't need any sympathy. She need help. That is a whole fact. Nope, I do not put that past her. Big facts, Brittany Renner been a red flag since the day she was born. My daughter only listen when I'm around, so I know how important it is. Hey, there's something about the presence of a father.
It's your voice.
Yeah, it's something, bro. It's something about how we sound. Like, listen to my bro Keith.
Nah, yeah, because if I say something to my daughter, they shut up.
Listen to that nigga, bro. That nigga's got the deep voice. Imagine that. That's like God speaking to you. Like,
it's like a low frequency, that kind of like, I don't know.
That's a fact. Yo, we gonna give it up to my boy Alan for the
soul.
Right. We gonna give it up for my boy Alan one time for the one time in the building. Out there in the chats, we see you with the black fists, my brother. Bean pies, bro. Green pies. Who this right here? Who that? That's my boy Go Hippie. Shout out to my boy Go Hippie one time for the one time. Hey, if y'all can, while y'all looking at the live chats going through or whatever, click his profile. Check out some of his music. This nigga is groovy as hell. Like, I've never met a black groovy dude. Like, honestly, if he came to me one day and was like gnarly, like on some shit, it could pass. He's that, like, he's smooth, man. And the music is fire. I've shot a ton of his music videos. Y'all go ahead, stop by his channel, check out some of his stuff, man. That's my boy Go Hippie over there. But yo, we appreciate y'all for the chats. We're gonna continue with the conversation. Can you lift that up one more time for the one time? And give it up for Jaleesa one more time for being the assistant producer today, man, making sure the stream is running as smooth as possible. You so Brooklyn, bro. Wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? You don't want to sip? You want to take a little sip?
I'm good.
Yo, you sipping over there, bro?
Bro, yeah, I'm sipping, bro.
What you sipping on?
Got my whiskey.
Whiskey straight, like nothing chasing that joint?
I got ice.
I ain't mad at that, bro. I ain't mad at that. So let me ask you a question, bro. You got anything that you want to get on right quick, right? All right. Let me ask you a classic we need to talk question. All right?
All right.
So you got one girl, right? You had to choose one of them. You cannot say neither one, bro. This is horrible. You can't say neither one, all right? So the first girl, she's about, on a good day, a 6 in looks. On a good day, right? But she got a fire-ass job. She's a lawyer. She's bringing in $190,000 a year. She's busting ass, right? Fucking, sex is good. The sex is like some of the best sex you ever had, right? But the only thing is she has a habit of downplaying you and where you're at in life. Yo, you ain't shit. This, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. I can't stand you, right? Then you got a girl that is mad pretty, right? But she works at like a Chick-fil-A or something like that. She probably bringing in $20,000, $25,000 a year, right? But she's respectful. She gives you like support and shit like that, right? And the sex is, let's say the sex is like mediocre on a good day. The sex ain't really all that, bro. Like, actually, the sex is trash, bro. Sex is garbage, right? So, who do you pick to be the girl that you are with for the rest of your life?
If that's my starting point, I'm gonna pick the. You said she work at Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah.
And I'm picking Chick-fil-A.
No doubt.
Polynesian sauce every weekend.
Polynesian and the mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Well, feeling healthy, I get the grilled nuggets. You feel me?
That's real. So
we
what?
Just can't go there on Sundays.
What did it? What sold you for Chick-fil-A? What sold you?
I mean, if the girl, I mean, it don't matter what she's making. So if we can figure that out together. But if you're like respectful and you're nice, I mean, that's the sex being mediocre. We could practice. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? You didn't say nothing about the head being mediocre. So maybe
I can't live off just head though. You're a good dude. I can't live off just head, bro.
Bro, I love head. So
I need walls, bro.
I could probably survive off head.
You could, bro.
Yeah, probably pause, yeah.
I mean, bro. I think head is like secondary. Like head is a privilege.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That's real. So
that's another conversation.
That's real. Nah, I want that because I ask a good amount of guys that question, and most of them say Chick-fil-A. Because of the attitude, the way she treats you. You know what I'm saying? And that ties in also.
Because I think most people pick it too because they're rare. Like, I mean, it's rare. You're not like, that's like almost like, are you really going to find that though? Even if you know what I'm saying? Are you really going to stumble upon that? I doubt it.
Go to Chick-fil-A. You probably could.
Especially in this day and age.
You probably could at Chick-fil-A.
Huh?
You probably could at Chick-fil-A.
Nah, bro, because think about it. Because if she's gotten to the point where that's what she's doing and working at Chick-fil-A, then what is she doing on her free time? She's probably on Instagram, on Snapchat. She just works at Chick-fil-A. Like, at the end of the day, there's so many, like, this whole new age, bro, is fucked. It doesn't matter. So, like, when you tell people that scenario, yeah, they're going to pick that because that's going to be the most rarest thing.
Right.
You're going to be able to find a girl that's out here making money, that's talking shit to you, that's treating you like crap. That's already out here.
That's real. That's already out here.
Yeah, that's already here. That's what most people got.
No, that's real. That's real though. That's real though. That's real. That's real. Nah, I mean, I be telling Jaleesa all the time, even with me on here, bro. I'm happy I'm not in them streets looking, because from what we hear, bro, it is horrible out there, like searching for a partner. But I don't think people be searching for partners, right, baby? I don't think they be looking for relationships nowadays. Niggas is good single.
Yeah.
Like it seems like everybody just want to have sex with each other. That's it.
It's different nowadays, bro. It's like I forget where it was. Someone was giving some weird ass statistic about dudes being virgins and shit until they're like in their 20s and some shit. And I'm like, bro, like social media really fucked you up, because back in my day, we barely had Facebook. We had like Black Planet,
MySpace.
We had
AOL,
MySpace. So getting pussy, bro, that was like one of our pastimes. That's all we had.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So it was like we just was, what we doing this weekend? You know,
Right.
everyone's on social media now, and our biggest problem was being in high school and then watching all the girls getting picked up by the fucking pervs that was already out, graduated, and they had cars and shit coming to pick them up. But they were still with us when they won with them.
Right. Bro, think about that, bro. Think about that, my name. Like, as much as we dog R. Kelly, bro, these girls was dating R. Kelly since they was kids, bro. The fact that I was in high school, in Brooklyn, New York, where you don't need a car, right? I felt that I wasn't worthy of no girls in there because I ain't have a whip. That's because them older college niggas and them older niggas was coming up there scooping the girls. They had the whips, they had the Lexuses, the Beamers. These are grown ass men, bro. Grown ass men. And then what the girls will do, they'll turn around and tell you, oh, I like older guys. Why do you think they like older guys, bro? They like older guys because of what they could give to them. Unfortunately, I feel this way about females. They're very superficial and materialistic. If you ain't got the materials, you ain't getting the genitals.
That's facts.
And that's why they like older guys. They can provide more materials for them.
And then if you manage to get your way in there, it's only because she bored.
For the moment, right? And you're going to get your heart broken.
Yeah.
As soon as that old nigga, like, it's your turn again. Like, she like, fuck this little nigga right here. Little nigga, I'm 2 months older than you, nigga. What the fuck? I'm a little nigga.
I must have been. I ain't pay attention to. I don't remember Beamers and Benzes.
You don't remember no older people coming to pick up these girls?
I only know we had super seniors, but not no college people. But I just.
But you was in a big ass school too. Like, I was in little ass Acorn.
Oh, okay.
So like paying attention wasn't hard to do. Like, you go outside, it's literally 50 to 60 people there. That's it. Like, and we had a little corner joint, but you see the cars double parked down the block.
Yeah, nah. We
and you
all
see
went
these
to
niggas,
the train station. They got in their fights and.
Yeah. We did that shit too. But it was so depressing, bro. I'm like, damn, son. And I was like, I'll never see myself like being a grown ass man going to pick up a girl from my high school, my nigga. That is crazy.
What if those girls was trying to stunt and that was their big cousin?
Nah, the kisses on the mouth and shit like that. Nah,
I
son.
know. See, I ain't seen it, so I'm just
homies come
saying.
pick you up.
Right.
See, I was in Ohio at that time, right? So when they roll around, they be rolling around in old schools that had the 22s, 24s on the shit system, and then sometimes they was my homies from the block. So it was like, I'll be getting a ride too. Like,
Yeah. Shorty in the front seat, like, you know what I'm saying?
They wasn't big bro. They wasn't big cuz. Nah. They was on the proud.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But can you knock those guys though? Well, yeah, because they're minors.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I guess okay. So I guess I didn't see too much wrong with it when, let's say, the guy is maybe, she's a senior or she's in, a junior, and the guy is probably like 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think that was a big age difference. I think people get this misconception about age. And I'm like, you got to realize that like within a certain time frame, you can't, as long as it's not like she's a fucking like a slut, like, okay, cool, you can date a guy that's 2-3 years older than you. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, would I feel some different type of way if it's my daughter? Yes, of course, but that's because I'm biased.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I'm just speaking from my perspective as a man, not thinking about my daughters, I don't think there's nothing wrong with a couple age difference. But for my daughters, it is a problem.
See, that's
facts.
the thing.
Maybe that sounds crazy.
Nah, it don't. It don't.
But
That's the thing. These guys say, "Oh, we got to get a young chick," but then you would not want your daughter coming with a 30-year-old when she 18.
It's quiet. Yeah, it's quiet for that.
But these dudes
not no
promoting
30-year-old.
it, like that's something. That's what you supposed to get them from 18 to 24, and you 30.
Now, that's
plus.
that extreme, but that's
crazy.
what I call the extreme red pill, right? I like red pill content. I love it. But like what you're talking about is extreme red pill. But if I have to say this, right? Let's say if my daughter is, I'm not going to say 18, 19. If she's 24, 25, and she meet a guy that's got his shit together, and he's maybe 30, right?
I don't mind
35, but she's like 24, 25.
That's cool.
But he is willing to provide for her. He treats her good. He's a gentleman and he's all that.
Yeah.
I would have to consider being okay. Maybe I wouldn't at first, but depending on the situation, maybe because, hey, maybe that's a good option for her. You know what I'm saying? Versus her being with some dude that's her age that ain't got shit going, that he gonna probably fucking treat her like shit the same way any other person would anyway. You know what I mean? I gotta be realistic.
I think after a certain age, it kind of, the age gap doesn't mean as much.
Yeah, because grown is grown.
Right. Like I think after you 25, 26 at that age, I don't think it means, it's not as weird opposed to someone that's 18 dating a
32-year-old.
Yeah, I think that's just weird.
That's weird.
It depends on what they're doing with their
way.
life too, though.
Like I don't think a 30-year-old woman should be dating a 18-year-old boy either.
You hardly gonna see that. It's probably for sex, but they're not gonna date him because that 18-year-old boy don't have nothing materialistic to offer her.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it also depends on what the girl's doing. If the girl, let's say the girl ain't got nothing going for her, and she might be a nice girl, respectable girl, but she ain't got shit going for her.
Yeah.
But she stumbles upon this guy. Maybe that's a good option
for her at the time.
She ain't got shit else going for her.
Yeah. Probably. I wanna comment a little bit on what you said a couple minutes ago when you was like, you guys are preaching get a younger girl when you wouldn't train your daughters.
I didn't say trans.
Well, you wouldn't like it or whatever if your daughter dated an older man. I want to draw the line right here, right? Because this is where we draw the line. Because first of all, that's my daughter. So what I expect from my daughter opposed to what I expect from my lover are two different things. Same way, I would never buy my daughter a thong. I will be quick to buy you a thong though, and want you to wear it because I'm loving on you in a different way.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I know that from a father's perspective, that if I was 10 to 12 years older than you, and I'm seeing it as a good thing, like, oh yeah, I got me a little 12, like she's 12 years younger than me, I got me a little young John, I'm hyped. But I know your pop's gonna be mad though, because that's your pops. He's supposed to be tight at that. You understand what I'm saying? So it can't be, we can't mix the two. We can't mix our kids with our lovers. We expect two different things from them.
Yeah, you do, but we're training these younger generations. You're going to train them in the right way. If you don't want that, why are you going to tell someone else to do it? It's like you're making more people to come after your kid. If you're encouraging that, more grown people are going to come after your little daughter.
I'm going to just tell my daughter don't date too older than you. But I will date younger.
We're getting the other aspect into that, right? So I think what we're forgetting is we see what we teach men, right? But what do we say that those men want, right? They want a woman that's not fucking everybody,
right?
That's not doing those things. And then they can achieve that kind of guy, right? So if we are saying that, oh, these guys are doing this, but what are we telling the women to do, right? So when she does meet that guy, she's not fucking him off the rip because we teaching her that that's not what they really looking for anyway. Right?
It's kind of productive, yeah.
So it's like, I mean, there's two aspects to it. We just saying that if a guy like he gets his shit together and he gets his money right, he gets his situation going good for him, and he's built a certain like lifestyle, he's going to be able to get whatever he wants anyway, right?
Whether it's
younger, you know, he gonna get whatever he want because he don't have to deal with bullshit because he can just go on to the next.
Right.
He has the means to do it. But for the women, we just telling them like, hey, like your value does lie in your beauty, your femininity, you're not being a fucking slut. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like your chastity. Like that's where your beauty truly lies. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, so a man prides that. It's like a trophy for him. You know what I'm saying? That's like if a grown man our age, you know what I mean, he finds him a young girl that's not a hoe or not this, not that. He finds that he built a life for him. That's a pride. That's a trophy wife.
Yeah,
that's what they
trophy.
call him. That's a trophy wife. He gonna have her and parade her around, and you know what I'm saying? It's a trophy for him. He you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like,
but the thing
we
is,
just gotta focus on what we teaching our girls, and hopefully they listen.
So this is what I'm getting from this. As human beings, bro, we don't give everybody the same advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, everybody is placed in a specific category in your life when you meet them and you start to build a relationship with them, right? You got some people that's gonna be, he's just an associate. I see them whenever I see them. Then you got some people that this might be a friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you got some people that this is a friend of mine. It's my homie. It's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love him. I love his wife, his kids. It's love there. This is where the love starts, right? And then you got your children, right? That you automatically are supposed to love, right? You got your spouse and you have your parents. All of these people are in different baskets. You're not going to give your parents the same advice that you'll give to an associate. Same thing, you won't give your kids the same advice you'll give to your best friend. Because you want your best friend to benefit off of something and you want your kids to benefit in a certain way too. But those both of those conversations aren't going to sound alike. You're not even going to use the same words. So of course, when I talk to you and you say, yo, bro, I'm about to go through a divorce or whatever, this, that, and the third. Of course, I'm going to say, yo, bro, get you a little younger joint that want to sit down and listen, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's probably my advice to you, probably, right? But to my daughter, which might be potentially the girl that gets with an older guy that just got divorced, I'm never going to say, get yourself an older divorced man and be respectful to him.
That's why you should not tell men to do that.
But I'm telling him because he is in a different category in my life.
Your daughter becomes that potential person that person's going to.
But I train her not to be that way because that, as her father, that's what I'm supposed to do to.
Why not?
How I'm supposed to love her.
Butt and tell men don't encourage that.
Because I honestly don't have any say so in his life.
Oh no, I'm not talking about a grown man. I'm just saying. These younger guys. Growing up. Even with, you said our value is in our chastity and stuff like that. But you teach boys to go out and get, like, it's conflicting.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. Like, you have to teach both the same thing so it won't be so much turmoil in this fucking world.
I don't think
it's
that's
crazy.
going to work for men, though. That's not, because think about it. If a man doesn't go out there and fuck around and do that shit, when he do find a girl, because let's be honest, that girl's probably going to have some sexual partners. More women are having sex than men, right? Okay. So if we sit there and tell our guys that chastity is important, guess what? They really not gonna get no pussy. When they do find a girl they like and they fuck her, she gonna be like, this shit trash, and then she gonna go to the guy and go fuck her. Both and that's just women don't want an inexperienced man. Hence why they find
that's older a fact, men. Baby.
But if
that's a fact,
how's she gonna know any better? If she's a virgin.
But she's not. That we're saying that's where their value lies. Right now, the best we can hope for is they don't fuck a bunch of dudes. They gonna fuck a few dudes. It's guaranteed because it's just that's the way the world works.
And it's easy for them to get it
as much as we want to stop it. You know what I'm saying? But what we're saying is if we sit there and tell guys that same message to women, we tell women that because guess what? They hold the power in sex. That's why you need consent. So that's why we tell women don't just give it, like, especially women we care about.
Right.
Of course, I'll backtrack and say, we give a fuck about that shit when we're on the prowl and we're trying to find a woman or a mate? No, we don't care. Right. But when it comes to a female that we love and cherish, like our daughter, we know what's out there. We know what's going on. So we're going to give them the game.
She's in that different pocket in your life. That's why.
Exactly. So with a
I guess
boy, though.
My issue really lies in when... Before a girl even gets to that point of where she's ran through and this and that. Most likely she was a good girl. Most likely. And a dude played with her, not taking her seriously. And you can tell when a girl really wants to have a real relationship, but some men just don't care and dog these women out, and then they become these old bitter chicks that y'all hate.
The feminists, they become the feminists of today.
Don't encourage men to go after. There are holes and thoughts. Keep it there. Don't go after the ones that really want a relationship. That's my opinion. And you can tell when a girl really wants a relationship because she's calling, she's checking, she's doing these things. And if you're not there and that's not what you want, leave her alone. Why are you wasting her body count on, and you ain't gonna be with her?
I'm gonna tell you a harsh truth about that. And I need y'all to chime in and focus on what I'm about to say. Y'all women, females, tend to chase the most popular guy, the guy with the most this, the guy with the most that. They're not looking for anybody that's mediocre, right? They're looking for the best that they can get, right? That best that you can get is also the same dude that 100 other girls is looking at, 1,000 other girls are looking at. So he's not going to sit and say, oh, I'ma just fuck with you. He's going to fuck with you and 88 of those other 100 girls that's on him. If girls were to pay more attention to the guys that's more in the background, the guys that are less desirable by y'all or whatever, for whatever case may be, then you'll stop getting your heart broken. But the reason why you're getting your hearts broken and you're getting ran through and left is because, like they say, men are only as faithful as their options. That guy that you're chasing has mad options. So he's going to fuck on you and those other girls too.
Yeah, because he can, because y'all allow it.
And y'all are all chasing the same dudes. But that quiet dude in the back that gotta wait. Now he becomes a lawyer later on in life, right? The girl done fucked all the Chads and the Stevens inside of the fucking school, right? So now that quiet dude, he becomes a fucking judge. He's making great money and he can provide that material shit that women want now, right? And that Chad and Steven, they ain't shit really. They just living off baby mom check to check because they spent they spent their whole life just focusing on fucking. That guy that y'all left alone, he had time to focus on himself. And now he can provide y'all something at 35 years old. And guess what? He doesn't want you now. Because you done fucked with all of the Chads and you're already probably mentally damaged. You think he gonna do you how Chad did you? Whole time he just wanted to love you from fucking 7th grade. He just wanted to love you. And Chad wanted to fuck you. The reason why all he wanted to do was fuck is because it's easy to fucking go. It's not easy to get into a relationship and have relationships, 100 relationships. It's easier to fuck 88 girls than it is to have relationships with 88 girls. So y'all women need to lower your standards and start giving those guys in the background that's quiet, that don't got the new Jordans all the time, give them a shot. The guys that's getting the good grades, that might be a little weird and socially awkward, give them a fucking shot. So you don't wind up being played and shit like that. I'm gonna give myself one of those.
So don't.
My one thing is like I noticed is like when people say the females gotta lower they standards, right?
Yeah.
I think we need to change the narrative on that. I don't think it's lowering your standards. It's just find someone at your level. Because it's like that guy that we're saying that they have to lower their standards for, he might not necessarily be a low level guy. He's just not the best guy. He's just not the guy that's got that, but he's probably a good ass guy, probably got a good job, probably saving up his money, probably that's a high level dude.
Right. Most likely
even if he's not, so it's just maybe not to society's standards right now. Everything's inflated. So yeah, it would be considered lowering your standard, but technically not, man. You're just getting someone that's on your level. Right. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Right. And
it's like everybody wants the best of the best.
It's a realistic level.
Yeah.
Because what I tend to notice too, and I ain't bashing women, I love women until they get smart out their mouth. Women have an unrealistic sense of value. Like, bro, you don't know how many girls, bro, like coming up in Brooklyn, bro. These girls would be, not for nothing, overweight, sloppily overweight, have a smell to them. Face is just not it at all, bro. And walking outside with this sense of confidence and like talking to dudes like they're beneath them. Like the humbling has never happened. And I think the humbling needs to happen at the crib. Your parents need to tell you more realistic shit. It's ways to be honest and encouraging at the same time. If I had a fat ass daughter, bro, my daughter's just obese. When I go school shopping for her, I'm not buying her tights. It's not happening. Oh, daddy, how would I look in these? Baby, I don't think these will look nice on you. But there are some other things that we can make you look nice in some other. We're gonna spice it up some other way. Let's go shop down this aisle or something like that. Let's go try on some other things. But I ain't gonna dare buy you these tights that these girls with nice bodies be having, have you look like a fucking chicken McNugget when you go to school. And then you're the laughing stock, or you have this fucking this false sense of security or beauty to you. I'm not gonna be that.
Like Trump with the hands. Go ahead.
China. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what the problem is, bro. There's a lot of women with a false sense of value in their looks. False sense.
Society says put it there, bro. It's because they look, bro. Even the ugly chick gonna get play, bro. It is what it is.
And it's because niggas is so fucking horny. That's why I tell niggas like, yo, value something else other than sex. Because once you do that, it's over. Then the girl that's supposed to be humble, she got every right to be fucking cocky now. Because she don't got a face card, but you ain't looking for face card. You looking for vagina. All of them got one.
Yeah, but it's a fake cockiness because it's like at the end of the day, you know that like even though she's that fucking confident or that all you doing is getting dick from dudes, and at the end of the day, like you still ain't shit.
Yeah,
you know.
I think they go out there and they pretend to be overly confident because they know they not.
Yeah, it's a front. I can see that.
That's what that is.
But then it's some of them like Lizzo. Do y'all think Lizzo?
But the thing is, they get validated though. Like they get validated because even the ugliest chick can go out, even if she's not the most confident. She gonna go out. She gonna get a few free drinks. Mm-hmm. She don't get that one dude that he done exhausted all his resources, and hey, she ready to go.
Yep, she feel like she the shit now too. And now guess
she
what?
Like hell yeah, I knew it.
Yep,
I got it. Yep. You know what I mean? Boom. And then that. Hey, she might be ugly, she might be this, but maybe she gets some good head. He gonna come back.
Right.
He gonna come back, bro.
Hey, can you get the thing for me one more time? We're gonna hit up this chat room one more time for the one time. We got it. What we got? We got Black African Homeland. Shout out to you one time for the one time. Men prefer virgins. However, virgins are difficult to come across in the West. Very difficult because there's more women having sex than men. So it is what it is with that. That is a fact though, bro. If you two guys are not married, I suggest you guys visit Southeast Asia. Fortunately, bro, we are two married men. We have families and everything. We do not want to go to the Southeast, but thanks for the advice, bro. I'm not a passport, bro. I'm a Jalisa, bro. This is my wife right here, man. And you know what I'm saying? My bro Keith is also a married man.
I want to comment to that.
Go ahead, man.
If you do go there, stay there.
But why though? Why I gotta be that?
Because I've seen it. They come here and they can see all of the things that they can get and all of the,
options.
Yeah.
And it turns them out.
Yeah.
So you saying when he go to Southeast Asia to keep her there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, facts.
Stay there.
Fact, yeah. Because hair is contagious, bro. The mentality is contagious, bro. Don't let it taint her. It will convert. As soon as she get off the plane, nigga, she gonna smell a fucking steak. And it's like, ooh, asparagus and garlic butter. Like, it's gonna be like the many options. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. Yeah, keep her out there, bro.
It's a buffet out here, bro.
I promote 2-parent black families.
Yes.
Big shout out to you for that. You know what I'm saying? That's
but wait, isn't he the one that said go to South Asia?
Yeah,
that ain't black. But go ahead.
Detroit, though.
They got black
That's a
Asians.
fact.
They got black Asians.
So here you go again with the Southeast Asia. All right, in Southeast Asia, many Western men are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s and married to local women under 30 years old. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. And that's the thing. Like, there's a dynamic that makes sense. Women try to shame men for dating younger women, but women like to date older men. In order for that lady to get an older man, she has to date an older man, and he has to date a younger woman.
Yeah, but I just,
It all works together.
yeah, after a certain point. I'm not for the 30-year-old with an 18-year-old. I'm sorry.
It's weird.
I'm
It's
not
weird. But I am so for a 21-year-old girl with a 30-year-old
I'm
dude
not
or a
for that
35-year-old. I'm with that.
Nah,
21, you are a grown-ass woman.
Nah.
Grown-ass woman. Grown-ass woman. You can do what the fuck. You could buy liquor. Can you drink liquor at 21?
Yeah.
Can I drink liquor at 35?
Yeah.
We're grown. We could fuck. We're grown. Let's see what this thing.
Even from having kids at different ages, I was not mature enough to have that kid at that young age. And now that I'm older and I had our son, I'm very more patient. I can think better. Why are you having a child raise a child? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, as older parents, we did learn that. That was a huge lesson for us to learn.
21-year-old raising your children. No, it doesn't make sense.
Why not though?
If you can't, no.
Optimal age to raise a kid.
Yeah.
She has the most energy. She's the most first. So she's
Right.
she's
See,
at a scientifically.
Yes, but you're only going off of science. We're in a society where women aren't thinking that way. That's not their.
Yeah, but I mean, genetically though, that's the best
Yes,
option though.
genetically.
Because if she's fucking 40 years old,
But
trying
I'm
to raise
talking
a
about
newborn,
maturity, not genetics. Maturity.
So you think you got to be mature to be a parent?
I think you have to have a certain mindset that comes with age.
Love.
I think it comes natural.
You don't think
to
so?
women, though. Most women.
When you had your babies, every time you gave birth, you didn't feel a different type of love as a woman, as a female?
Out of them.
Right. And didn't it inspire you to be successful and to, you know what I'm saying?
But that takes time,
Yeah,
and
it
you
brings the
fuck
best
them
out
up
of you.
in that process. It takes time for you to mature and be that person.
I ain't mad at that. Let's get to the next chickadee chat. I lived, worked, and traveled to 30 countries on 5 continents. Damn, since 1990. I'm now 57 and retired. Congratulations to you, bro. Do your thing. My boy out here traveling. Okay, hold on.
With
He
3
said,
adult children.
I'm married and living in South Asia with
See?
3 adult children.
Stayed there.
Yeah, he stayed there. Good shit, homie. I'll take the Chick-fil-A girl. The Chick-fil-A girl for the win, bro. Chick-fil-A for the win. Nah, he stayed his ass out there. He said, fuck America. You can flip that one more time for me.
That is real though.
Nah, for real. He stayed his ass out there. Nah, what time is it? What we got? You know what, baby? I'm going to go ahead and get to a quick commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after these messages. So we hope you're enjoying the show so far. This is just a friendly reminder to follow us on all social media platforms.
Yes, please do. Follow us on YouTube. We got Instagram, we got TikTok, and a Patreon.
That's a fact. And with all of those platforms, we do offer different things. Our YouTube, of course, is going to have full episodes. You'll have everything, and you'll also have some shorts on there. On our Instagram community, we upload highlights. So these clips could span from 2 minutes all the way up to about 6 to 7 minutes. On our TikTok, of course, these clips are a little shorter, but the conversation is real. Our comments are going crazy, and on this platform, you could utilize it to have a conversation and debate back and forth if you want to.
Our Patreon, we got exclusive videos.
Oh yeah, all the spicy stuff that's a little bit too spicy for YouTube. So as we're transitioning into a live podcast, yeah, you will get the live shot at first, but there might be some things and some parts of the conversation that get a little too wild that we might have to cut off in the edit. On our Patreon, you can subscribe to us and get full access to all exclusive content. Enjoy the show. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. And as always, please give it up for my beautiful wife to my left, Jaleesa. One time. For the one time.
Give it up for my handsome husband.
One time for the one time. For the one time. And as y'all can see on my screen right here, give it up for my light-skinned brother. You thought I was going to call him handsome, right? Keith in the building.
Yeah.
One time. For the one time. And as you guys know, you know what I'm saying, this panel is full of married people. Unfortunately, we couldn't have my brother Keith's wife here today. She's busy, very busy woman. But maybe in the near future, we will have both of them on. But I still do have a question to ask you as a husband, because here on the We Need to Talk podcast, we advocate for family, we advocate for togetherness, and we advocate for love. You understand what I'm saying? So we love to speak to couples, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that every relationship is different. They're handled different. They're managed different. There's different perspectives. So to help us push our narrative, I want to ask you this question. Did you realize, because I know that you've been with your wife since you guys were teens, basically, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We've been married 16 years now.
16 years. Give it up for marriage in a building one time for the one time. 16 years is a very long time, bro. So anywhere in this marriage, did you ever realize that you've loved, just looking at your wife, you've loved her at least 3 or 4 different times? Like you've loved a different woman in her at least 3 or 4 different times.
For sure, bro. All the time. I feel like, I mean, you know, Jess, she's a personality. But she definitely is. She can be hard to love at times, and then sometimes she can be easy to love. You know what I mean? And as you grow through the years, there's plenty of fucking ups and downs, and it's a lot of shit, especially being with someone for 16 years. So we all change, both of us, in different ways, and of course, the love changes with that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think that evolution is real, and it happens in all aspects of your life, including your relationship.
So would you say, like, overall, was it a joyful ride getting to know those different versions of your wife growing up with her?
Not every time.
Not every time.
There's sometimes that you have to go through like bad shit. You know what I mean? Like the worst of the worst. And in those times, if you're being completely honest, you probably hate each other. You probably don't like each other very much. You're probably contemplating whether or not this relationship is going to work, whether it's going to last.
Right.
But every time you make it out of those moments, yeah, you do have a sense of like a rejuvenation each time. So it's different. And yeah, you might hit that spot again and it might be bad again, but it's work. I don't hear, relationships are work. So when you're at work, you're going to have bad moments, bad times.
That's the truth.
And good times, promotions, more money. But you can also fucking have bad times where you don't know where that job's going to lead you to, or where it's going to be, or if it's a dead end, if you need to change up something. And that's the same shit you go through in relationships, but it's work. So if you want it to work, you got to try to figure out how to get it out of those bad times.
Right. That was a bar, baby. That was a fucking bar. Shout out to you. Because you heard what he said. He said, love is hard work, right? And he said, when you're at work, you don't always have good days at work. You have some hard days, but does that mean you quit? If you have a responsibility, you got bills. I had a hard day at work today. Today I had a hard day, right? I'm gonna quit because I had a hard day, right? That's synonymous to the message, people. A hard time does not define the overall relationship. Now, if the overall relationship out of 365 days in a year, if you're having, okay, what's half of 360? 180? Yeah, so if 185 days out the year you just having horrible times, then maybe you should contemplate it. But if 300 days out the year, 340 days out the year, you having good days, you got good times, there's no reason in hell that you let those little 20 days ruin a whole lifetime versus of happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because overall, your relationship isn't bad. It's just the bad times seems like they're the worst when it's happening. But you have to think about, what is my relationship overall? Is this us every fucking day out of 365 days? Is this turmoil? Or is this just one of those fucking weeks or something like that that's going to just pass over? And I feel like the younger generation, they're too fast to just give up. We could thank social media for that. It gives you a false sense of, I can find better. I can do better. Shit. I got this dude in Switzerland that want to fly me out to Switzerland to have some Swiss cheese heroes. Why the hell? Why the hell I'm gonna try to make it work with you over here and with Popeyes and shit like that? Nah, fuck you. I'm gonna go get this Swiss cheese hero. But back in the days, how we grew up, like Keith said earlier, shit, we damn near had MySpace and motherfucking AIM and shit like that. So we dated the girls that we knew, the girls that was in our hood, that went to our school, that came to our block party or some shit like that. It was never some girl that was in another country on the other side of the joint. It wasn't that many options for us. So we made it work with what we can put our hands on. The pool wasn't as big. Now it's a fucking ocean. It's really fish in the sea now. Now it's really fish in the sea. Before it was turds in the pool or whatever. Not turds, but, you know, little things in a pool. It was a pool. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like unlimited options. So people don't have to try. They feel like they don't have to try hard for the people that they actually do love, because they feel like they can get it somewhere else. It's very unhealthy.
Yeah, they got to find something better. But it's like, at the end of the day, you giving up something for the same shit, to be honest.
Yeah, no one's
like,
perfect. There's going to be...
You might find someone that you always have that honeymoon phase. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Every time you meet someone new, you have that honeymoon phase where...
It's terrific.
Yo, this person seems so great. This is so this is so that. But get to know the motherfucker. Be with the motherfucker for, you know, a couple of years. I bet you he gonna have the same tendencies that the last motherfucker had, and she's gonna have the same tendencies that the last chick had. Like, we're human.
Right.
We're not that different. We're all under one societal umbrella. We all consume the same content. We all see the same shit. So even though each of us thinks differently, we still in essence we really think alike.
Right.
You know what I mean? In a lot of ways.
Right.
So when dealing with relationships, we're probably going to think a lot the same. So that first couple months, yeah, great. That first couple years pass by, it's the same shit.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. We tell people that are in situations that during those tough times, well, I tell people that during those tough times, man, that's when you really learn how much you really care for that person and how much you really love them. Because if during a tough time, if it's too easy for you to be like, nah, this ain't it, I'm out of here, bye. Like, I don't know if it's your emotions talking or if you really feel that way. I don't know. Some people might really feel that way. Some people just lash out emotionally and just say shit. Like my wife, I know for a fact, she says shit.
I leave him every time.
Yo, bro, you know how many times this girl done left me? She just says shit because it's heat of the moment type shit. But guess what? It took me 18 years to learn that. Before that, it was like, yo, she dead at what? For you I'm gonna pack my shit, nigga, to where it was a point. Nigga, we was living in New York. I was keeping half of my closet in my trunk. Just in case I gotta leave one day. Like, she just on some shit. We have an argument about a fucking waffle on the floor. And I fucking hate this relationship and go. I had some clothes already. I really thought it was that serious, but I had to realize, nigga, those clothes are just sitting in there and I could have had way more drip. Cause I ain't never left. It never really got there. It was always a heat of the moment type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And now, shit, the way we handle it is completely different now. And I wish that we grew to this understanding a lot earlier. And nothing's perfect, bro. Shit, we might have an argument tomorrow. I don't know. I told her when we started this vacation, I said, babe, we're on vacation. This time we ain't gonna spend this vacation arguing. Every time we on vacation, we go on bad terms, nigga. Something from the sky just says, fight. And we be on bad terms the whole joint. Yeah. Yeah, bro. But you know what's crazy, bro? I don't mind that. I don't mind being around my wife. I like it.
Nah, I know you don't mind it,
So
but
why
it's
you
like,
was
think
upstairs
about like
in the
after a
room when I was
while.
down here?
Baby, because I had to play the game, man.
No,
They still
after
ain't,
you
they
got
still ain't
off the
fixed.
game. You should
I
have
was
came
upstairs.
right down to me. You was in the bed under the covers.
Nah, you Alan, because you went to Food Lion and I
Okay.
thought you were still there.
You have a whole app in your phone that lets you know when the door opened. Don't give me that.
Why would I check that?
Alerts to you. What are you
I think I went in my room and waited for you to come
on your
off.
phone. I know.
Hey, baby, you know I love spending time with you.
No,
Baby.
because you made me feel away.
I did.
You did.
See, look, that's that vacation. That's that vacation fight.
That's it. It's time to go back to work.
Right. It's time to go back to work. Nah, that ain't mean nothing by that. And see the mixed communication, right? I didn't mean nothing by that.
That's why I said in the beginning, I said, if you want to.
Indeed, though. I didn't catch that. See? I gotta pay more attention to that. But I was
You
just
was
in the
like,
room
you
chilling.
want to chill with me this vacation? I said, if you want to.
Aw, I'm sorry, baby.
But
You good. You'll be all right.
You leave me at every chance you get.
Oh, shut up. She always do that. But nah, it is what it is. Yo, bro, for the next time we get you up here, bro, we gotta have Jess in the building one time for the one time. We gotta have Big Sis in the
Yeah,
building.
better be ready to talk about fucking Beyonce, bro.
Oh my God,
That's what
bro. This is the
that's what
biggest.
she do now. Beyonce this, Beyonce that.
Didn't she just come from like 2 concerts of hers?
Bro, she's going to too many, bro. Like, it's too many concerts. I tell her this shit all the time. Every time I'm like, no more concerts, there's 2 more pop up. I'm like, what are you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just like, I'm going to Greenland.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you not hear what he said? I would not be surprised. This woman has to be the biggest Beyonce fan.
Each one is a different experience.
Look at her. Look at these. Each
I
one is a
guess.
different.
It'd be the same experience
The
for me.
same songs though.
So what?
Nah,
It's a
bro.
whole different.
It's like going to different Walmarts. Fuck out of here.
At this point,
Exactly.
if something
Each one
happens
is
to
a
one of the
different
backup
experience.
they can bring Jess on stage and she can completely do that whole tour probably.
That is crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's dedication and very expensive. I ain't gonna lie, cause her tickets ain't no joke. She gets money. Yo, she even getting Blue Ivy getting money on that tour too, bro.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, Blue Ivy, she out there. She's trying to be a star too, like her parents. But like she seemed introverted though. She seemed like she really don't really care.
Thanks to her
She just
parents.
having fun.
Yeah, thanks to her parents. You know what I'm saying? We all know the weirdest kids in Hollywood is the Smiths. Those some weird ass kids, bro. Willow and
Which
Jaden.
kids?
The Smiths.
Oh, yo, they but that's because all right, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, they different, bro. I can't get with them, bro.
That's a whole other topic. It's a whole other show.
Nah, that's real though. But we're gonna cut this episode right here, man. I think this was an awesome discussion. We want to thank everybody that came through, sat through with us for this 2-hour show.
There's
With
more comments. I can't see them.
there's a couple more. Let me see, baby, if I can get over there. You want to read that one? On the different Walmarts is crazy. That's a fact. John from 82 Jew. Yo, yeah, that's the Jew right there, man. Jimmy, what's up? This George Trinidad. We used to go to Acorn. Yo, what's up, man? Shout out to Acorn one time for the one time.
Little West School.
Yo, you don't have to hate. All right? You don't got to hate. Our school was small, but we was popping. Everybody in Brooklyn wanted to come to our school parties. And that small ass gym. Everybody came to our gym. You'll go to an Acorn school party, half of them be Acorn students, the other half is just people from all around the town. I'm not lying. Learned how to willy bounce with some dude in there that was from fucking Erasmus or some shit like that. Mad far away. Our school was lit.
Okay.
Come on, son. And we could fight. What's up?
Okay.
And we could fight. You heard? But yo, we're gonna get up out of here, man. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, for commenting, for chilling with us, rocking out with us, meeting my best friend right here, Keith. You know what I'm saying? We got Chef Keith in the building. Let's give it up one time for him. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna cut this episode, man. We appreciate you guys coming through. And as always, it's your boy Convo.
I'm Jaleesa.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
All right.